Right, I've pressed record. Just testing this is working. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It is. Can you both say your names?
Shut up, Poppy.
That's a good start.
Giving each other's names.
Poppy.
Shanti.
Shanti and Poppy. Can you tell us where we are?
Hackney City Farm.
Hackney City Farm. And what is Hackney City Farm?
It's an educational farm in the middle of Hackney. We do farm our animals, unlike other city farms, but it's like we're supporting friendly farms who are not commercial. So our pigs, they have 2 months of rest after they've given birth without the piglets, and all the goats, they have a long time to recover after the births. So it's not hardcore farming.
Yeah.
So it's not like commercial farming,
No.
but you're connected to other farms in the countryside, and you kind of
so
rotate.
we have like partnerships with, so like our pigs are on loan from a working farm, an outdoor farm in Kent. So we do things like that, and we have like our goat breeding project. Also, we work with other city farms. So we like to kind of swap round our billy goats, like for a ram or something like that.
Great. Oh, that's nice. So there's always a changeover of animals here,
Yeah.
but you must also get attached to some of your animals
Yes.
who do stay here.
Yes. So we've got some goats who grow up here, and then they have kids every year.
Yeah.
And then it's always nice to see them like, bond with their kids.
And our oldest resident is Clover the donkey.
Yeah.
She's
Clover.
26 this January.
Oh wow! Is that 26 in human years or donkey
Human
years?
years.
Human years. It's still old.
Very
Yes.
old, yeah.
And we're standing outside. Is this Clover's?
Yeah.
The name Clover is on the door
Yeah.
of a blue stable here. So look, we've got lots of sounds going on in the background. Should we go and talk to or about some of the animals?
Yeah.
Do it.
And I don't want to put you off your job if you've got to muck out or
No.
I don't know,
I've been really
whatever
looking
else
forward
you
to
do with
this.
these animals. So
We just finished our deep clean of the piglets.
a
so we
deep
have
clean
bit
of the
a break.
piglets.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we're just walking through some ducks. First of all, what's the story with the ducks? I need to put my microphone here so I can get some of their chat.
We've got quite a mixture of breeds. We've got some Indian runner ducks, which are quite tall, upright ducks.
Is that one of
Talking
them
now.
getting involved in the conversation?
And then we've got some cayugas, which are the mostly black with like greeny blue shimmers.
So some of them are kind of tall and a bit thinner. Those are the
They're the Indian runner ducks.
runner ducks,
yeah.
and they're called runner ducks because they run.
Yeah, maybe. I actually don't know. I guess they're kind of more runner shaped.
It looks like they need arms, like T-Rexes.
Yeah, they look like
Right, so they kind of waddle along a bit, and the
Yeah.
other ducks are a bit more kind of wider looking, and they've
Yeah.
got greeny plumage.
Yeah,
Yes.
And they're called
cayugas.
cayugas,
Yeah.
From
which is a
South
kind of exotic name.
Yeah.
So actually, none of these ducks are actually native to the UK historically. They all come from different parts of the world.
I actually don't know
Historically?
about that, but we try to have a lot of rare breeds. So like
Uh-huh.
we've just finished a breeding project with the
Is that an emergency call?
no.
Animal rescue.
Yeah, we've just finished breeding Kerry Hills, which are a sheep breed
Okay.
that are a rare breed. Our geese are also rare breeds, pilgrim geese.
Yeah.
Pilgrim geese.
Yeah.
There's-
Okay, so the rare breeds thing, just explain what a rare breed is. Is this a breed that otherwise, unless you are very carefully nurturing it, it will die out? Is that what a rare breed is?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
With the geese, there's like 100 left in the UK, 100 females, and that's all over the world because they're
What of types of a particular
Of
type?
the pilgrim geese.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're British
That's
rare
really
breed.
rare.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Only in the world because they're only in Britain.
Right.
And there's such a small gene pool that genetic abnormalities are more seen in the eggs. So if they were to hatch them by themselves, they'd need really specific conditions.
And these ones, when you talk about rare breeds, the reason to have rare breeds in this city farm is that what city farms do? Do they do you go?
It's one of the values that we have as a city farm to be able to educate people generally with like general farming and how working farms work and like where food comes from, but also to showcase like the potential, I suppose, because when people think of chickens they probably think of the same sort of looking chickens.
Yeah.
Whereas we've got like some very funky looking chickens.
You have some of your chickens have got like special headdresses, they've got feathers on their feet, they're all different colours.
Yeah.
So it does look a bit, when you come here, I come here with my little daughter, and it does look a bit exotic.
Yeah.
And you are kind of like, oh, where does that come from?
Yeah.
Right, so I didn't realise, so you're specific to that. So just tell me about the city farm ethos. There's more than one city farm in London. I don't know whether it's just London specific.
It's about 10 in London.
It's about 10. When did it start? What do you know about how it started or why it started?
Yeah, so we just had our 40th year anniversary.
Great. Is that this farm or all of it? All of the city farms together?
This farm.
Right.
We're not one of the oldest, pretty sure.
So this wasn't always a farm? These buildings weren't always a farm?
No, I think it was a bottle factory.
Really?
This building.
Oh, do you know what? For some reason I just thought, oh, this must have been here for hundreds of years, but it was a bottle factory.
Yeah, I'm pretty right.
Yeah. I don't know what exactly it was, but I know. Are you good with them?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I've got me walking boots on. I don't mind how
Very
muddy I
muddy.
get. Right, we're straight into a muddy field. We're going through a gate. So we've walked from a paved courtyard where the ducks and the chickens are, which is like a farmyard.
Yeah.
We're now in a field which is nearby.
Yeah, so we've got
different
one
animals.
big field that we've kind of split with the fences into different mini fields, I guess.
Right.
So we're currently in with the donkeys. So this one's Clover on the left that we was talking about inside, and then this is Ash.
Ash has just gone and nibbled Clover on the neck in an affectionate way. So they're different colours. Are they related?
Yeah.
One's
So they're not related.
black and one's brown.
Ash was born here. His birthday's a good one
Yeah,
to
everyone
remember.
remembers that one. Yeah, they go to Westminster Cathedral every year.
Oh no, I've heard this. Just explain why your donkeys go to Westminster Cathedral.
Well, other donkeys do the same thing on city farms, but ours go for the Nativity.
Wow. So they actually go. You actually lead them into the
Up the
cathedral.
steps,
Yeah.
down the aisle.
Oh my goodness.
And then we stand at
and
the
then
front.
what? Do they stand beside a manger with a? Is there a real baby?
I don't actually know.
There was a real baby at
So
the
if you're gonna have
Roman
real
Road
donkeys,
Market.
you might have.
Yeah, so they just stand at the front, and they there's like thousands of children from local schools that come and see.
It's amazing.
And then they
What great fun.
have a, like service.
It's a
Kind
really
of mad
amazing day.
too. Standing
Yeah.
in Westminster Cathedral with these two donkeys. What do they think of it? What's their kind of? Are they quite kind of like, oh, well, we're just in a different place, or are they looking
Clover's
around?
quite a seasoned professional now
Yeah,
because
she's
she's
quite
been doing
mellow.
it for years and years, and she's older, so she's quite chill with it. I think she actually fell asleep.
Yeah, she fell
Yeah.
asleep.
Oh, that's very
I was
relaxed.
at the front with her.
Taking it in her stride.
Yeah.
Ash is kind of he's only young, so he's a little bit more fidgety. He was still
Yeah.
very well behaved.
He's
but-
learning.
Let's go look at these sheep over here. They were making a noise when we came in. I'm assuming that they think you're about to feed them. Is that why they bar and just go, oh, you're back, great.
Yeah, for a bit of attention.
Yeah.
So these
More.
guys are the lambs from
Mhm.
this season. So you can see the ones with they've got quite striking black markings on them. They're the
Mhm.
Kerry Hills.
So they've got black feet
Yeah.
and black around their eyes, and the rest of them just pure white. So
Kind
is
of
that
look like
specific?
pandas.
Yeah.
So that's very characteristic of the Kerry Hill breed.
Okay, and Kerry Hill, is that another rare breed? Is
Yes.
It? Right, okay.
Yeah.
They're quite jumpy, so we found them a bit hard to breed.
Okay, interesting.
They're amazing mothers.
Really good.
Really
They
good.
take in anyone. This is Sorrel. He's an
Oh,
Anglo
one of the
Indian
goats
goat.
is coming to say hello. You look at the microphone, probably will give it a nibble. So the goat is dark in colour, but goats in the same field as the sheep. So they live together quite easily.
Yeah, they're pretty good together. These ones also live in the same shed.
And are both of you vets? Are you trained with animals? Are you volunteers? How do you connect with this place? How come you're working here, both of you?
You start.
I started volunteering as part of the mini farmers session that we do on Saturday mornings.
Right.
I started that when I was 7, and then
That's great. So as a kid, you can come and volunteer in city
yes.
farms.
So now it's 8 to 13-year-olds on a Saturday morning,
Right.
and then 13 to 18 on a Sunday morning, run by Pops.
Right. So when the kids come in, you teach them how to be on the farm.
Yeah.
As
so
you
they'll
were
do,
taught
like,
to be on the
yeah,
farm.
exactly. So they'll do like mucking out, odd jobs around the yard, things like that, and then animal handling or health checks of some sort at the end for a bit of more like hands-on experience.
And when you started, Shanti, do you remember what it was like?
Very different.
I mean, well, first of all, was it your idea, or did your parents go, this will be fun, do this? Or were you just like, I love animals, please take me, please take me,
Some of
please
my
take me?
friends did it.
Okay.
And that kind of got me into it. But then over the years, so I started when I was 7 and then started running it when I was probably like 15 or 16 with one of my other friends.
When you say running it?
Running the mini farming session.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you took on a responsibility.
Yeah.
This is how we do
Then
it.
I kind of merged into becoming like a session-based worker and doing like odd shifts if people were off sick or shifts needed covering and things like that. But now I'm at uni, so I just do that over the holidays, really.
Right. And is it paid work?
Yes.
Right. So you're kind of part of the staff.
Yes.
What are you doing at university? Anything to do with animals?
Yeah, I'm doing vet med.
Oh, bingo! It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Which I would not have been able to do without the farm.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the goats. I mean, while you've been talking, you've been nuzzling the goats.
Yeah.
They're very friendly, aren't they?
Do you want to go in?
Yeah, why not? And Poppy,
Fudge could just-
what's your connection here? Is it another, from age 7 onwards, or did you come from a different direction?
Yeah, so
Okay. We're just carefully going through this gate so we don't let the goats out.
Yeah, so I started when I was 12 as a maxi farmer on a Sunday morning.
Right,
And then,
so that's another club that happens here.
Yeah, and then I stayed here long enough to be able to run the maxi farmers, and then we felt that I could run the mini farmers as well.
I'm getting some nibbles here from the goats. Very
Yeah.
curious.
And now I study animal management at Clover Manor College.
Okay, so you're both... I'm going to get the cable. I better lift it up. The cable for my headphones is being nibbled by one of the smaller goats. So you're both studying animals,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you've both got practical knowledge from here. Now my coat's being nibbled. They're great, these goats, aren't they? So it's something that you've both kept that passion.
Yeah.
The other people you started with, do you remember? Like, are they still animal lovers? Is it? Oh, now I've got to go on me. It's lifted its paws up and actually jumped on me.
Yes.
Do some people kind of go in and out of their love of animals, or are you unusual in doing what you're doing, or do most people who volunteer here keep a connection?
I would say a handful
Yeah.
of people do.
It's quite selective.
Yeah.
It's, I know that some of the maxis that I run, they like dip in and out in their interest.
I imagine lots of small kids who come here as volunteers just fall in love with it.
Yeah.
The idea of being with animals, mucking out their stables, stroking goats, feeding pigs is just for some kids it's a dream.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially it's so hard in London to find anything of that kind of industry, I suppose.
You don't get that option
Yeah.
at secondary school.
No,
Yeah.
which makes places like this so valuable and so precious.
Yeah.
Um,
One of the younger volunteers, I told her about my course, and she said, I want to be a farmer when I grow up. And I was like, yes! It's only 9 or something, but she knows she wants to be a farmer, which is my favourite.
What about the connection between you, in your minds, you work on a city farm, you're studying animal management, do you dream of being in the countryside and being in a different kind of animal setting? Because this is quite specific to being an educational place for kids, and it's a small scale. Do you want to sort of branch out and spread your wings and go somewhere else? Or are you Londoners
I have.
in that sense?
I've done a lot of work experience in the countryside,
Yeah.
and it's a very, very different vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us some differences that strike you.
I think that during lambing season, it's very different here, because here we have cameras in the sheds and each take 2-hour shifts, and we check all through the night, and it's quite planned and organised, whereas in the countryside you just go to sleep and see what happens in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that here is kind of quite carefully managed
Yes.
and resourced.
Yeah.
And the
Which
country-
is also easier because we've got much fewer animals of each breed, for example. So like our
There's a coughing goat there. Is that a cough?
Yeah, so our sheep, for example, we've got 5 sheep to look at, so we can monitor them quite easily. They're all in one shed together, indoors overnight. Whereas, like where we went for lambing, there was, I don't even know how many sheep.
Like 50?
Yeah, a lot
More
of
than
sheep.
50, yeah.
So it's easier to monitor when there's fewer, definitely.
I'm also assuming you keep on trying to stop this little goat. What's the name of this one again?
This is Callisto.
Callisto, what a great name. Callisto keeps on trying to nibble the microphone lead. So I'm lifting it up out of his or her reach.
Yeah.
I'm assuming also there is, for people who make a living out of farming, there's a kind of a matter-of-fact approach, which perhaps they don't have the personal connection with the animals that you have. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have personal, but they've got so many animals to manage that they probably don't have the same approach.
Yeah, and that's the kind of their livelihood. A lot of farmers in the countryside, if they've got like thousands and thousands of sheep, a lot of their thinking will be herd based rather than individual based.
Okay,
that's
interesting. So it's actually a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
Because they're just thinking big.
Yeah.
Herd based thinking. That's an interesting. Okay, so
Yeah.
herd based thinking is like a phrase that kind of differentiates.
Yeah. So in terms of in the veterinary industry, if a vet was to come here to look at one of our sheep, we would think about it specifically that sheep, also the others as well, but that sheep is important to us because we've got 5 of, for example, of the sheep.
Yeah.
Or like, this is Lola. She's
Hello,
the
Lola.
matriarch of the goats.
These are all women. There's no billy goat.
No, in here's all girls.
Do you have a
Little.
billy goat, or does a billy goat just come in and then leave?
Our billy goat's on the yard at the moment.
Right. Okay.
He's called Marble.
Yeah, he's very smelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, something that people say, I've heard when I've come here with my little daughter, I've heard people go, "Oh my God, this place smells." You know, it smells just like a farm. And you're just like, yes,
Yeah.
it does, because animals do smell. I think it's probably one of the things which people enjoy is kind of coming to that quite visceral
Yeah.
place where physically you're. Oh, now my belt's been nibbled by these guys. So they're pregnant.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to the babies? How long until the babies drop? What do we know about their pregnancies?
So the 2 that we're expecting the soonest are Tansy, who's that one there, and Salty.
Right.
They're due in the next sort of 4-ish weeks.
Yeah. She's due on Christmas Day,
Wow.
which is exciting, I think.
Very exciting. Wow.
And
Yeah.
then the others in here that are pregnant, it's just Neptune and Fudge.
Given the space that you've got here, there's a finite number of animals you can have of any breed.
Yeah.
What happens to the ones you can't keep? Where do they go?
So it kind of depends on, it sounds mean, but it depends on how beautiful they are.
Uh-oh. Okay. This is a sensitive area. I can
Right,
tell.
well.
I'd love to go to a goat beauty competition.
Another
How do you
Another
judge?
version of saying that would be how close to the breed standards they are.
Right.
Because we're breeding pedigree Anglo-Nubians.
Okay.
So we take them to shows and we
Right.
compete with them because all of our animals are
What are they
bred with a
competing for? Just like,
purpose.
well, they stand there and look noble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milk is their dairy. So Anglo-Nubian are a dairy goat breed as well. So
What are they called again?
dairy goats. So they produce
But you
milk.
call them
Anglo-Nubian is the name. of the breed.
Anglo-Nubian.
Yeah.
That sounds like a European-African
Yeah.
cross
Yeah.
of some description. I mean, there are lots of goats in Africa, but this is a specific, highly bred type of goat.
Yes.
This
So-
is not just like an average goat.
Yeah, no. With every goat, we look for the ears touching the nose. They have nice teeth.
Okay, yeah, okay. Take me through it. I need to know goat beauty tips. So when I look at a goat, I can recognise
Yeah.
true
Yeah.
beauty.
So
So
these are specific to the Anglo-Nubian breed. So
okay, so what is it? So ears have to touch the nose when you pull
Yeah.
them forward. So long ears,
yeah,
Yeah, so
and a curved Roman nose. It's
the
called.
curved Roman
Yeah.
nose.
you've got a
Okay.
nice one, Lola. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you for that demonstration.
Anything else like colour of like the fur or
Not so much
Size.
in colour because there's so much variation, like within the breed even. Like you can
Yeah.
pretty much get any
Yeah.
any
colour.
combination.
But size always does help. You
Yeah,
know, not too big a belly, obviously. But
You also mentioned breeding standards, Shanti. The breeding standards are set by what organisation and what are those standards? Because I'm kind of intrigued. Is it some kind of like vet? Do you get
I
a
wanna say
chart
it's
where you have
stated by the
measurements or?
British Goat Society.
I didn't even
Of
realise there
course.
was such a thing.
It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's great. So there are people who are mad about goats
Yes.
and they
Yeah.
breed them specifically, and that's their kind of whole
and
thing.
Yeah, so when we go to like shows and stuff, it's kind of, I would imagine all the judges would be going off what the British Goat Society has
Yeah.
said.
Should there be a point where any children listening should cover their ears? Is there a point, do any of the animals go to slaughter in a sort of commercial sense and they're not kept alive because they don't conform to standard? Or do they always go somewhere to live a happy life?
They don't, to be honest, always go somewhere to live a happy life. So
Yeah.
our lambs, the
lambs are-
males, not these ones, but they're part of a wider commercial.
yeah, they would go for breeding or for meat.
Yeah.
And is that simply because you're connected to average farms which use animals for various different reasons, whether
Yeah, so like to use our pigs as an example then, so we work kind of in collaboration with a outdoor reared pig farm, which is a working farm.
So you're basically like an off-site satellite of a working farm.
So
Their pigs
it's
come
on
through here.
It's at a women's prison, and towards the end of their
Wow.
sentence,
I wasn't expecting that.
towards the end of their sentence, they're taught things like how to keep the animals, farrowing processes,
But then
How
also
interesting.
butchery.
and then also butchery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So some of the pigs that we, I suppose, that are born here or that we start to rear, they will probably, I would imagine, go into the meat
Right, so they will
industry.
have a shortened life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The females will probably be kept and used as breeding
Sows.
breeding sows, yeah.
Now, when we look back towards the farm, there's a very muddy field. Can we go there and just
Yeah,
talk
of
about
course.
who's in that muddy field? Because that is also a big draw
Yeah.
when children come here. Right, we're going to make it out through this gate without any of the goats escaping. Oh, one of them tried. Length of ear. I would never have thought that was a beauty thing. Length of ear.
It's quite a big thing because when we're in the judging show, well, when the judges are coming around to look at the goats, they actually take the ears and tuck them to the nose. They don't just do it off looking. It's quite serious.
So there are
thing.
rulers, there are measurements taken.
Oh yeah. Last year they said we needed 3 more inches.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's
So then we worked.
But just in terms of breeding, what do you do if you're like trying to get something and you get a different kind of animal instead being born? Is there anything that you then do to manipulate the process to try and change someone's appearance, or do you just like that's the way it is, and it's just complete
it's sort
luck of the draw?
above us. It's our magical boss who just gets it, knows how to do it. So it's kind of, I suppose, to do with selection of which goats we breed, how we choose the billy goat, things
Yeah.
like that.
So we always make sure to choose a billy goat with a mum who's been in lots of milking competitions and has had a lot of success.
Right.
And then it also has like long ears and lovely size.
Talking about long ears, people could probably listening can probably hear what's coming towards us, and it is a big mummy pig.
Yes.
What's her name?
Merlin.
Merlin.
Yeah. So we just weaned her from her piglets,
Okay.
which means that they're not suckling anymore.
So there were kind of bigger piglets in this field the last couple of times I visited. Oh. Get a sound effect of Merlin having a wee, showing what she thinks of this whole process. So the weaning is basically just taking away all her piglets.
Yeah.
And do they then go back to the other farm, or are they still on this farm?
They're
They're
still
over
here.
here. We can
Okay. Just tell me a bit. Just while we're here, just tell me a bit more about Merlin and her extremely muddy field. First of all, explain why there is no grass in this small field.
Because wherever she goes, she tries to make is it called a wallow?
Mm-hmm.
So just here, she always tries to tip over the boot wash if we make it in her reach, to make it nice and muddy so she can get in.
Oh, she's quite clever.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that pigs are
Pigs are
quite
very
intelligent,
clever,
aren't
Yeah,
they?
they've got the intelligence of a 3-year-old.
Okay, that is quite intelligent.
Yeah.
And what was her reaction to the weaning process? Just because I know, having been around a farm when the lambs and the calves are taken, that there's an almighty racket for a couple of days, because all of the parents are like buying and lowing and showing their unhappiness.
Yeah.
Does she show any unhappiness about not having her little ones around?
Well, I suppose part of the good thing about us in this situation is that we kind of let them tell us when they need to be weaned. The mums won't want the piglets for years and years, so that's not really quite as much of a concern, but they'll let it be known when they're done with the piglets.
Okay.
And it is usually within around 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's a natural thing that pigs do, is they have affection for their piglets, but up to a certain point, and then they don't have that affection.
Yeah.
You get really sick of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do they show that? Do they kind of nip them and kind of kick them and
One
shove 'em
example
out?
is that when we feed them in here, sometimes the piglets go for the food. Well, they always go for the food as well as her, and she wants it all for herself. But sometimes if they step over her face, she kind of flings up her face and they go flying.
Oh wow! So she probably just catapults them into the air.
Yeah, she's like, whoever gets in my way. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, this kind of makes me feel a bit better, because that anthropomorphizing thing we all do, where you're like, oh my goodness, she must be heartbroken that the piglets have been taken away. But actually, she's like, I'm quite happy they're no longer here.
Yeah.
Or another thing that they do, which they do when the piglets are young as well, when they don't want them to suckle, they'll lie, the mum pig will lie so that she's kind of on her stomach covering all of her teats, so the piglets physically can't get to her to suckle.
Yeah.
She's too heavy to roll over as well. So
Yeah, they would not be able to move her.
And how many piglets does she have?
9.
9. So she's had a litter of 9 piglets.
Yeah.
How long is she going to be here for?
We think she's now staying over the Christmas time, because we were going to take them back as a group and then they would wean them at the working women's prison, but the car broke down. And so we weaned them ourselves here, and it's going pretty good. They're not communicating to each other too much.
Yeah.
When she goes out, she does slightly wait for them at the beginning of them being weaned.
So she remembers who they are, and she's like, oh yeah. She's just doing something now which must show her intelligence. She's turning on a tap and drinking from it. So you must have a special pressure system where the pig can go up and push something.
Yeah, so it's like kind of a tube inside another tube, and if she holds it down, then it lets the water come out, and she does that in her mouth.
Yeah.
With her tongue, I want to say.
I think.
Or does she bite it, maybe?
Yeah. It's called a nipple drinker, and the piglets know how to use it as well.
Because I've seen it in the shed with the smaller piglets. We'll probably go and see. And I know that every time you're there with other people, members of the public, everyone always comments and they're like, oh wow, they can turn on tap. So going back to the intelligence of pigs, could any other animal on this farm do what she's doing now? Is it quite specific to pigs?
Yeah, I doubt any other animal would be smart enough to get water from there.
Well, there's another thing that I think is quite interesting that the pigs do. So they're quite particular about how they have their housing set up, I suppose you could call it.
Okay.
So the pigs will go to the toilet in one area, eat in a different area, and then sleep in a different area.
But hold on, we talk about people's bedrooms being like a pigsty.
Yeah.
And we always use this phrase as if pigs are the muckiest things in the world, but you're saying
Really
they're quite
not.
fastidious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so when they're very, very young, they'll be almost like, I guess you'd call it potty trained. And
3 days old.
yeah, they'll know that if they're like in with the straw and they need a wee, they'll walk out to the aisle, they'll have their wee in the aisle, and then they'll come back
I never
inside.
knew that. That's fascinating. I'm learning things. Should we go and see the smallest piglets of all? So one of the things that you must do in this farm, because it's in a city and it's educational and kids come here, is you need to keep it interesting for small kids and families who come. piglets are a massive draw here, aren't they?
Yes.
They're like the big win for people who come.
Yeah.
Through the ducks. Right.
Yeah, we get a queue almost to the front gate for the piglets.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Oh, we can get them from straw.
Woof. I can smell them before I see them. Right, so we've just walked into a shed, which smells like a pig shed.
So this is the one that we deep cleaned, so we're just going to add some straw in now.
And tell us what we're looking at, Shanti.
So this is Berry.
Oh, there's Berry saying good morning. And Berry's sitting like you said that they do. She's sitting on her tummy.
So the milk bar is closed.
The milk bar is closed, no teats are showing, and she's surrounded by how many piglets?
I want to say 11 piglets.
And they're all about a foot long?
Yeah. So they are... I actually don't know how old they are, Pops will know.
I think they're about 3. I'm guessing they're about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks. Because I remember when they were born.
Yeah, they were 3 weeks this weekend. Yeah, there we go.
So Poppy's just coming in another door with an armful of hay.
Hello.
And is that for a bed? Is that for food? Is that for, what is that for?
This is for a bed.
Right.
So they only sleep on straw.
Right.
And then some animals.
So the piglets that we got, Poppy,
Yeah.
they're all different colours. They're all the same shape, but they've got different patterns. Some are pink, some have got little stripes on, some are blotchy, some are ginger.
Yeah, so it all depends on the dad. So she's a high train, which is a Belgian pig breed.
Okay,
Um,
Belgian pigs. Wow, this place is exotic. And you're scattering the hay on Berry the mum
yeah.
and on the
Try not
piglets.
to.
And the piglets are straight in there, so is mum.
Yeah. So pigs also make their own beds.
Right,
So here you'll notice that I don't have to do much.
so you just scatter it in and they then arrange it.
Yeah.
They're very lively. I'm going to put my microphone down here so they're just like jumping around. Making it's almost like playtime, isn't it?
Yeah. So they have like 10 minutes of zoomies, then they'll suckle, and then they'll sleep, and then repeat.
What a great life.
I know.
They're all running around. This noise you can hear in the background is just like 11 piglets running around, chasing each other, turning in circles, nibbling each other's faces, butting each other. It's very playful. It's like a nursery, isn't it? So which ones of these are good looking?
That one.
You're pointing at one which has got like light lines on it. It's a light ginger pig.
Yeah.
Is that your personal view, Poppy, or is that a breeding kind of chart view?
It's. I think it's just pretty good that it's got. We like that it's girl because a big girl produces a healthy litter.
Conformation wise, she's like what the breed is looking for. Stripiness wise, that's Poppy's personal preference. Because they rarely will keep. We've had some when they're very, very young, like in the first week or two, where they're stripy, but usually as they get older they either fade or kind of change. So like this one, they become all one colour instead. So it's kind of unusual for them to keep this distinctive stripe for this long.
And what is their future?
Well, they'll be going back to.
One of them's trying to climb up your leg and eat your trousers, Poppy.
And she's watching me, and that was sharp too.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. They'll be going back to the women's prison farm probably in a couple of months.
So they're going to go out to the outside muddy field first.
Yeah, and
As
then it's
a graduated kind of like that's the next playpen for them to be in.
And then it's up to the pig farmer, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't have any say in that. That's.
So you're not keeping any of these. They're all going away.
So
somewhere
she's
else.
not ours. None of the pigs are ours. They're just like on loan, I suppose you'd call it. Yeah.
Which is kind of probably quite good at getting you used to sort of like getting fond of animals.
Yeah.
And then
We used to have our own pigs, but it meant that we couldn't have piglets as often, and piglets are one of the best things for like public engagement and like donations and education. Like, so for example, we have a tap card outside the piglets, which we can see will get more than the tap card, I don't know, by the field or something.
Now explain the donation thing, because this is a charity.
Yes.
So people voluntarily give money. You don't pay to come to a city farm. It's free, but you hope that people tap. I heard from one of your colleagues on a previous visit that only about 5% of people tap their card,
Yeah.
which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
We get thousands and thousands of people that come in on the weekends, but yeah, part of the sort of ethos is that anyone can come, and to charge people to come sort of defeats that purpose for us.
Yeah, we want it always to remain free.
But you kind of, I'm still just a bit surprised that only 5% of people feel it's worth
Yeah.
contributing, even when they come with their children and then they have a lovely hour kind of wandering around, or half an hour wandering around. You would think that they'd be a bit more keen to keep the thing going.
Yeah.
Is as a charity, is it financially secure? Are you trying to work it out from year to year how to survive? Are you involved in that at all?
We're not so much, but I do know that we just lost our funding. Our funding was cut on the 1st of September.
And that's funding from?
The government.
Okay. So City
they're-
Farms get a government grant, or did, and that grant has gone.
Yeah, so our grant did. A couple of the other City Farms grants did not.
Okay.
But we are doing well.
So like
Considering.
our Christmas tree sales, which we've got one Christmas tree left, they've done really well this year.
So that's a way of making money.
That's a
is you
big
sell
that's
Christmas
a big
trees.
way of we do things quite seasonally as well. So like at Halloween we had pumpkins which we sell,
Right.
and even like down to having piglets more often. So not having our own pigs means we can have piglets more frequently, because obviously it's
Of
not
course,
one mother
of course,
giving birth.
Right.
that
So you
often.
get a rotation of piglet
Yeah.
litters instead of waiting like
Yeah.
once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Right. That's important.
That's a factor. Things like with the goats, the better our quality is, the more. So, like for example, when we show them, if they're winning every time, which they're not.
Oh,
winning,
taking them to
but-
shows.
Yeah.
Right.
If they're doing really, really well, then the goat will get a, what would you call it? Like a.
Rosette.
Yeah, they get a rosette, and it's like
Financial reward?
something on their name to say
Oh,
like
yeah.
this goat won this at this show.
And that's on the British
So
Goat
that-
Society as well.
Okay. I
And
keep,
that adds
every
to
time you
their
say that, I
value.
keep on thinking it's an indie band. Because it would be such a good band name, the British Goat Society. So by winning, it makes them more valuable.
Yeah.
And then you actually sell them? Do you sell animals?
Yeah.
Right, okay. But I'm assuming that doesn't make that much money. It's not like you're selling them for thousands. You're selling them for, I don't know, tens or hundreds?
A
Depends
good
on the
female might go for 450.
What, female goat?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Because of the amount of babies she can have.
Okay.
Like our goats have won quite a lot of shows.
Okay.
Mainly because they're the only goats in the category, but like that's still pretty good.
How to stack the odds in your favour.
Yeah.
Do you shampoo them and brush them very carefully beforehand?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of
Get
kind of
holes
like
around it.
eye glow put around their eyes? Do you sell any of the other animals, or is it only the goats who raise money?
The sheep sometimes we sell them, but not quite for the amount of profit we get
Right.
for the goats. Also because we're mainly focused on goats, we've got so many. So they're yeah.
So that's one of your specialities. Should we leave the piglets? The ducks are chatting outside. It'd be nice to stand near them. So just physically, this place is set up like a farm. So when you walk in as a member of the public, it feels like you're walking into a farmyard. The fields outside, there's a yard here with the ducks, and the stables either side. It's kind of set up in a traditional way, purposely, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If it's purposely.
Yeah, it has to be functional because like it is a working farm, so we need to be able to, I guess, farm the animals. So as much as it is for like the public to enjoy their visits, it's also like it's kind of balancing the two features, if that makes sense.
Because you're both doing animal management, you're both going on to sort of hopefully professionally work with animals. Is you going to leave this place behind as you move to sort of a commercial kind of animal thing, or are you always going to try and stay connected to this city farm that you grew up with?
Yeah, they're stuck with us.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, I think if we were to, we would have had to do it by now. Like, I go to uni in the Midlands.
Oh, what, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm back. So
Yeah, you came for a day trip down here.
yeah, I
That's
did come for a
commitment.
day trip.
So you're both committed.
Yes, very. Yeah.
It's a
We'll never
special
stop
place,
coming
yeah.
here. I think also the staff are an amazing team, so it's like great to keep
Family.
the friends. Yeah, exactly.